So okay, so we've been talking about doing doing this for a while. Spike, what about Sunken Citadel with filter lands? Well, it's only good if you have 2 filter lands, and then you have 4 mana. If you're gonna do that, the only shell I could really think that this could have any potential in is Reclamation, where you really want to get to 4 mana, and also being able to untap your lands, and like if you can go turn 3 Reclamation, untap, play a 4-drop, that's gonna be pretty dang powerful. Obviously, this comes at a big cost to your mana base, but your mana's painful, pretty painless. You know, doesn't come in a tap that much. There's some downsides. You don't get Wrenn and 6, which I've historically felt like was the most important card for this archetype by a lot. You kind of really want to play Cryptic Command to have more 4-drops, which is, you know, better in Reclamation than anywhere else. I'm just so addicted to Sunken Citadel, and this is probably going to be the last Citadel brew for a little bit. Well, we'll see. At least, like, the card Citadel should be, like, really, really strong in this deck with 10 filter lands, and, you know, having a land that taps for 2 in a deck like this, that taps for colored mana for 2, is pretty interesting to me. Okay, let's keep this. Up against a basic Plains. Cycles Eagles of the North into turn, and getting a Temple Garden. If this is like 4 color, we've immediately hit our best matchup. I'm gonna go to main phase. Main phase this. Oh boy, we hit the Citadel. Yes! And then we'll have 5 mana to cast our Cryptic Command with. Oh, it is Martyr proc. Is it off there from us free? Oh, it's Ketria. I think that the text file has an error on it. Yeah, it's just for the Ketrias. Let me get the Mox Field up to date. Not that we can use the extra mana because we also had the Growth Spiral. Yeah, it's just 3 Ketrias. Ketria's kind of nice. You can cycle off the Citadel too, but just like having the cycle lands in Rec is nice if you're flooding, and tapping for your colors is nice, blah blah blah. As much as I'm itching to cast a Cryptic Command, let's not yet. Alright, what I guess we should go 3/3 Typhoon. Okay, I did maybe fail to think about how rough this would be. But then we can have Cryptic plus Counterspell up on turn 4. What a deck. Or Deluge plus Counterspell. This is pretty exciting. I like that it's like immediately looking good too. I think Spiral Cryptic probably. They want to try to block a captain. Well, I might want to cast Cryptic Command instead that turn. I think I'm chilling. Alright, first Cryptic Command. Cast in a little while, huh? My first one in a little while. We have quad Cryptic Commands in our hand. I just have to screenshot with the 4 cryptics. Ugh, feels good. Yeah, that's an updated State of Modern. First one in a while. Probably don't want to fall too far behind on board. Four cards in their hand. Martyr of Sands resolves. I field my Citadel. Down to mana. I think I'll just Nexus now. Should have spiraled into counter. I guess so, yeah. No, double Cryptic up. Oh, I realized I could return Spiral after the field resolved. Oops. Oopsie doopsie. We'll be okay. Counter target spell, draw a card. What a feeling. Counter target spell, draw a card. Oh, man. Five, 9 mana? Yeah, so we can go Deluge plus Spiral or Counterspell. Surely Spike is out of Cryptic Commands at this point. Ugh. This feels so good. I am out of basics. I almost played more basics too. Is what it is. $26 cards deep, no reclamation. Classic. It is Shark time though. Their build's pretty interesting. Okay, up a game against Bant Martyr Proc. I don't feel like I need to sideboard too much, probably. Could see wanting like more than 0 engineered explosives. They're also a ring to fairy deck, so could see wanting like the first Force of Negation. Fire Ice doesn't seem like it lines up that well against their creatures. Does seem nice to ice before they can Teferi or ring, though. I'm going to play 1 Force of Negation, 1 Explosive. So I'm going to commit to playing these. I think Dismember kills Ranger Captain. I'm going to cut a Charm and cut a Fire. Maybe we'll cut a Cryptic on the draw. I do like that Citadel plus the filter lands immediately looked very powerful. Although Breeding Pool Cascade Bluffs awkward. We can keep this though. We have Reclamation. If we draw a land that's not a filter land, we're really happy. If we draw Citadel, we're really happy. We have Counterspell up if we miss. We can also cycle Typhoon if they don't play anything for me to counter. Having Counterspell for Teferi seems nice. Might is sad. Maybe steal it. Okay, your spell's been countered, and we really want to draw land. Fail to draw our land. Let's just pass. Get the other counterspell up. Alright, that card costs 4 mana. I'm gonna counter it. Draw land number 3. Gonna pass back. If they... I think I may try to ambush the Might with my Typhoon. Obviously, if they can resolve like a Ring or Teferi, it's pretty bad. Okay, if they're just gonna main phase sack the Clue, makes things a lot easier. Surgical my Typhoons. So now I can win with my one of Hall. They did that so fast. I have a Kaheera and I have a one Hull of the Storm Giants, which I feel like. But really, our real win condition is Nexus of Fate. Just take infinite turns and then get into a spot where we can counter like any removal on Hull. Never seen anybody surgical that fast in my entire life. I don't like how uncastable these are, but what are you gonna do? Could honestly actually main phase this charm. I think even if they resolve Ring, it's just like whatever. Who really care? Fuck, dude. Playing 25 lands, right? 25 is what it is. Binding Grace can bring back their Haywire Might infinitely. I can actually steal. Eventually I can Might the Binding Grace or a Ring. Maybe I'll draw a land one day. Gain 1 life at a turn. We'll put Island Cyclers. I mean, we'd be playing the Lore Revealed over lands, you know what I mean? It's like... It's not like we'd be playing them over the cards we have in our hand. It's like, oh, we need Lord Reveals in our land drops. Well, I'd be cutting lands for Lord Reveals. Okay. Kind of unfortunate for them to have this the turn I draw my extra land, but I guess I'm not I'm not complaining. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 2. I'm just gonna take 2 with Grace and Humility. And then I'm not sure if I want to just double Spiral or cast Memory Deluge. I think I'll cast Deluge. See if they snap a Surgical off on that or something. Okay, so we take Otawara, Dismember the Might, cast Reclamation, untap with 5 mana, and then Haywire Might there, a Binding Grace. I think also just take Cryptic. Although maybe what I should do is... Ooh. Yeah, I guess I can also just trade one of my Reclamations for the Haywire Might. Oh no, I can't because they and I can't do that in the keep mana up because then they just Is Growth Spiral good enough for this deck? I think so. This is a really good last game. I think you can cast it consistently enough. A little bit bad if they like Solitude my Might now or something, or I guess that also kind of does it. Life total is getting kind of low. Spider-Man also. Can you just Might their Grace? I'm working on it. Gonna Might the Ring probably now. Let's go to 2 up to 4 after activate the Might. They're trying to Might my Might. Classic. Okay, so go up to 4. We get 2 explosives there. A Biting Grace. And have a little bit of insulation against Captain or Teferi. Although I guess they still get to get it though, huh? Have another ring. Eagles of the North for lethal. Wow. Okay. Game 3. On the play, I'm going to bring this 4th Cryptic back in. I'm going to cut the Force of Negation on the play. Keep one of this in. Toward the 4. Thank you. Welcome back. Kaheera revealed. Okay, let's keep this and then go Ketria Triome. Well, I guess I want to play Citadel first, because if my like Spiral gets countered, which is they don't play that many counters probably, I could still go like extra filter land into 4-drop on turn 3. Sean 35, thank you, welcome back. Yeah, good to be back, never. Alright, let me just main phase this now. Okay, that's nice. So if we don't draw an untapped land, we still can charm next turn. Might as well play this, I guess. Oh, this is pretty fine. Just kind of hoping they would do this. Hope we don't get Mana Tithe. It's kind of unhinged for their deck to be as slow as it is to be playing Mana Tithe. I'll play around it though. I want to cycle this anyways, and I've been Mana Tithe enough on this channel. Yeah, actually, like almost definitely cycling. Surgical Archmage's Charm. Yeah, keep doing that. Thank you. Like, I mean, I put Surgical into my deck. I drew it. You have cards in your graveyard. I'm gonna Surgical you. So I guess we get to go Reclamation into Float Citadel for land abilities. Cycle the Triome. Grade 5, how did they tithe you? I was, if you recall, I was making that comment before I had 5 mana. Before I drew the untapped land. And I was talking about playing the tap land versus not, but I guess we'd never play the tap land there. I'll cycle this, make it look like I care about the might. I'll just let the might direct. I've got 2 more in my hand. Would Aristocrat Soul Sister be viable, similar to Constantine Rally deck? I mean, build it, I guess. It doesn't sound. It sounds like you just. I don't know what you would have to get a draft of the deck together. You know what I mean? I guess I could have made an extra mana by leaving these two untapped and then untapping. It's okay. Not like we need the extra mana. Yeah, you'll have to put a draft together. But sounds like worse than what I had. I don't know. No interest in bounce draw. No, I'm way more interested in holding on to the Cryptic. With 2 more Rex in my hand. Okay, well, we defeated Martyr Proc, thankfully. Undefeated. Obviously, against the Field of Ruin, mana base, a bit harder to get the Citadel filter land online, but when we had it online, it was pretty dang good. Maybe it's an edge case, but Rin would have been nuts against all those X ones. Yeah, I mean, Rin is very, very good in Rec. Losing Rin is a huge cost. But in a deck full of 4-drops, being able to cast your 4-drops off of 3 lands, like here, pretty dang nice. These spirals are a little awkward. I don't know. You can cast them enough, probably. On the draw against Amulet types off of 3 lands, like here, pretty dang nice. These spirals are a little awkward. I don't know. You can cast them enough, probably. On the draw against Amulet Titan that goes Saga Amulet is always like, well, why can't I win the die roll every once in a while? I guess I do, huh? Alright, we got not a ton. We have a Force of Vigor. We have a lot of counter magic too. Is my opinion trade up for Citadel's worth it, or do I want to test it? I want to test it. I don't know. Let's see, let's chill a little bit, huh? Let's brew on the brew channel. Ass with 8, think you'll come back. No room for Snap or Tishana in the first draft. I don't think I'd play those cards over anything in the deck at the moment. Notably, they do need something plus a bounce land to cast a Titan here, and they because they didn't put a land into play last turn. Try does it though. Ooh, Teleria West. Okay, well, so I think I've complained my way into my opponent having a bad hand. So we have 5 mana here. Oh, Cryptic Command, baby. We're cooking. They still don't have Titan mana. Okay, there's Titan mana. Oh, a Primeval Titan. I think I'll cast Cryptic Command. Modes, you ask? Counter target spell, draw 2 cards. Okay, so this is... They have 5, 9... Yeah, this is exactly Titan. Oh, wait, although I guess I'll counter bounce a bounce land, kill them with their Summoner's Pact trigger. Wait, they didn't float the blue mana. They didn't float the blue before they bounced it. Wait, they got Cavern of Souls? No! Cavern's so bad here. Why would you get Cavern? Fuck, dude. So I guess I bounce a Golgari Rot Farm and then steal 2 amulets. Is that like... It's fine. It's turn 4, I got 6 mana. This is kind of nice. Lands that tap for 2 mana. Oh, good. Especially, like, honestly, I will say this. Like, tapping a land that taps for 2 colored mana, it's pretty sick. My Sunken Citadel's also... Oh, Breeding Pool nets mana, dude. This is actually ramping, too. I get to play this tapped and untap it twice. Let's go. Spelunking really good here. Can I draw a Wilderness Reclamation? Okay, so I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let's go look for a Reclamation, and if I miss, I'll just bounce a land with the Cryptic. Okay, we found one. So play this, trigger my amulets twice. I'm having fun. Citadel plan's pretty good. I don't know. I'm having a good time. Exactly enough for the extra turn. Okay. Now we gotta like continue to play the game though. Which is horrible news. Alright, let's flash back the Deluge. Ooh, Nexus again. Lucky, lucky. Take Citadel, I guess. And then we cycle. Another one of those ain't too bad. I can go... I'm one short of Nexus into cycle again. Okay. Castle of Interest, too bad. Yeah, we don't really have enough green. Or enough islands, sorry. So cycle this. Nice. But I played Castle in the past. Castle was like, you know, good archetype card or whatever. I think Ice Counterspell or Ice Spiral. I think the Counterspell is just so awkward right now. Just the cyclers are so nice too. Okay. $33 Shark. I'm gonna flash back to the Deluge first. Find Nexus again. It's just the more cards you draw, the easier it is to find Nexus. Well, I guess this turn I'll make a big shark and... Well, can I? How big a shark can I make in Nexus? Let's see. I mean, these Citadels are still tapping for 2. Okay, so Nexus first. You may get a turn opponent. You may not. I you know, who's to tell? Yeah, only 4/4 shark. Let's just draw 2. Ooh. Okay. So now we probably just make one really big shark in our instep, and then I mean I could bounce both these. I could bounce the Spelunking, Counterspell. I got a lot of options. We're blessed today. Although I will say, tapping through this not the easiest. The price we pay for lands a tap for 2. Double Typhoon. It's just way better to cycle here, I think. I don't know. I want to get. I guess they have all these grazers, but I can just like tap their team and like attack for lethal. Just we have like a super. Actually, we have a super elegant. What the hell? We have exactly a 20/20 shark with all of our lands untapped. So beautiful. And I'll just start off by icing a land. Oh, double ice. So elegant. Sure did find that Nexus a bunch, So I have 1 Force of Vigor because we can Kaheera in hand always and pitch the Kaheera. We could play more. We could play 2 probably. Maybe we should have 2. That's why I only have 1. I feel like my plan is that bad against them though. 1 Force. I don't really like Force that much against them. Yeah, I'll just like cut a shark, bring in a Force, click submit. 2 Dismember feels like a good number. Yeah, that was pretty nuts. I mean, the Citadel plan is pretty good. It is weird and it costs you like being able to play 1 mana removal spells that aren't Dismember. You have hands like this. But it's pretty powerful. No lander. No 2 no landers in a row in a 25 land deck is really unlikely. Okay, so I'm gonna keep I'm probably gonna do this. Keep these 4 cards. And then just hope to draw another filter land. There's 2 games in a row. Uh-oh. Could die here right now. Defense grid? So rude. Oh, we can't. Oh, sorry. Okay, we can. We can go. Yeah, we can go turn 3, wreck into Deluge. But obviously, like. Oh yeah, even if they don't have a Titan in their hand, can they go map for T West and do everything this turn? We'll see. Oh, I guess they just have it. Okay. Game 3. Tough stuff. I'm gonna run it back. I think I'm not scared of defense grid. Ooh, my 1 of Force of Vigor and a 1 lander. Alright, let's mulligan. Keep this one. Let's put back the ice. Opponent's on the mold to 6. Finally, no. 7 card. Saga Amulet. Maybe they'll have 6 card Saga Amulet. Yeah, when it is good sometimes, or it feels good sometimes when you mold a 4, they waste their nuts. Or oh no, I summon it. Okay, no amulet in hand this time. No E. I don't know. I don't really ever bring it into this matchup, but it could be better than I think it is. Well, I'll draw 2. I wish I kept that one land Force of Vigor hand. Plays an Otawara. If I steal an amulet, they're like pretty behind. Not like that much that can go wrong. Maybe stealing this one's a little bit better. Guess it's not really any different. It's, yeah. Wow, they don't even play a land drop. I think I just took 2 lands. Yeah. Ice not very good against defense grid. Also, they're 2 filter lands, so if I draw Citadel, Citadel's a double mana land. Did draw Citadel. I still have Counterspell up, so it seems fine to play it this turn. Oh, I also have Amulet of Vigor. Forgot about that. Okay. This is blowing my mind crazy keep from opponent. I don't know. I mean, they had Saga Gardens plus defense grid, and they just never drew a land in their Titan deck. But you know, they're Titan, they're pretty likely to draw some lands. I just feel sad for them. Okay, just Baby Shark on tap. It's kind of scary. I mean, how much do I care about this? I don't know. I guess I should care about it enough to go counter return. Right. Dude, defense grid sucks. Why did they not play Veil of Summer? I mean, it would have been that good that game, but like, why did they play defense grid, not Veil? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like Veil is 1 mana, draws cards, never is dead. Thought doesn't get Force of Vigor. I don't know. Gets good against discard decks too. It could be better than I think for sure. A lot of good arguments in the chat I'm seeing. Force of Vigor 2. Yeah, I guess okay, that is actually a point. It is also just kind of good against Force of Vigor. Okay, I'm on board. I'm on board with defense grid. Defense grid is broken. Done a complete 180 in 2 seconds. So we're probably up against rhinos here, huh? Did I pick it for Cryptic decks? Yeah, I know. I'm not trying to like comment about that exact game, but let me ice them here. Oh, that's a good pickup. The Kaheera deck does us blame me. Why not more figures more? We could have more. We could have more. It's the first draft. I think that's the reason I'm playing 1 is I have the Kaheera. Like we're not doing great on pitch cards outside of Kaheera. I'm down to play, you know, at least 2. But they Tidebinder this. I mean, I was thinking of Violet Outburst. If they Outburst or Tidebinder, I'm kind of happy or content. If they have that plus Force of Negation, it's not as good, obviously. It's up to 2/2. They still let me draw the card. It's a good draw. Alright, Force, Pitch, Fire, Ice. But next turn I have Cryptic plus Charm up, which is nice. Especially because Charm can just like steal a Rhino, block a Rhino, if they play Rhinos here. Cool. Okay, so I'm down to 17. Like I said, this isn't coming down next turn. Could maybe been better to do that on their turn. I was kind of hoping they'd force it though, and like they just counter. They have no cards. Okay, so let's I guess go bounce the Rhino, draw a card. You are 4 Counterspell and 4 Spy away from Rhinos yourself. Possible merge the 2 decks with a 2/5 head. Doesn't seem like we can cast Violent Outburst, or I mean Agent we can cast, but Outburst doesn't seem that consistent to be able to cast. I don't know, probably overthinking it. I don't know. 4. So I guess I could go Spiral into Nexus here. They only have 1 card, so I guess they could have Dispute, which would be brutal, but seems unlikely. They would have disputed my Cryptic, right? Okay, so I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana now. Cryptic Counterspell up seems... Or, sorry, Typhoon Counterspell up seems okay. Either cycle and make a 6/6 Shark or... Hardcast. Both seem fine. The last card could be a Beseiju. Beseiju blows me up pretty bad. So I'm going to use Counterspell on these Rhinos and then try to make a big Shark. So they fire up Univault. I guess this line is worse against Tidebinder, huh? And Belchels are timeless. I'll post it when I'm ready to do my like full timeless stream stuff. Ice. Okay, Ice take 7 down to 5. Okay. Probably bounce, draw the Mutavault if they fire with everything. Not trying to be dead. Stomper fire. I don't have enough mana to like haul plus. So this is 4, 5, 6. Well, I guess I can haul plus keep up a counter, which is probably better than throwing the Cryptic away, right? So I could Archmage's Charm if off the haul, or Charm if they make me tap the haul for some reason. Citadel's been looking really good in the stack. I don't know. Having a land that taps for 2 mana is so insane in Reclamation. The Dark Fire will not avail you. So go to 3. Very surprised my opponent would Island Cycle there. The last hit card must be just another copy or something. Last card's Force of Negation. We can play some more, I guess. Okay. Cool. Up a game against Rhinos is nice. We get to bring in all these explosives. I want the forces too. Being able to stop Blood Moon is pretty nice. I feel like I might like cut the growth spirals. Kind of weird. Kind of want one veil also. Got Typhoon. Ice is pretty good on the draw. And the play, which is always good. I'll cut one though. Cauldron, Shadow with Tiebinder. You can give Shadow an activated ability to counter, get a free 13/13. Oh, that's big brain. Huge brain. Alright, suspends the Footfalls. You draw some filter lands. Got 10 of them in the deck. Spins another one, which is pretty risky against decks with engineered explosives. You can get both of them with one explosives. Not that they necessarily know we have that card, I guess. No, Expansion Explosion isn't playable, unfortunately. But it has been suggested so many times, we have a million memes about it. I feel like we need to draw on explosives at some point. I'll try to draw 2 here. Nice. So we could slam... Sorry for the loud cough, I guess. Could slam Wreck. I feel like we probably should counterspell their Rhinos. Probably gonna discard the Shark Typhoon. Wait, where's my shark? I discarded this. Iceman at 32. Thank you. Welcome back. I really love to draw an untap land. Untap land would be really nice. We could cycle this Ketria Triome right now too. I think the problem is if we miss our land, it is a nightmare. So maybe we just chill. I've discarded second Wreck. It's just such a nightmare if you like lose the fight over the first one. I could like let this go. Plan to take 8, deluge end of turn, look for an explosives. If I miss, I can play Reclamation with Counterspell up, and then like Cryptic tap the team for a turn, and then get a lot more looks at another at explosives. I think it's fine. Kind of risky, but seems good enough to try. So we did find the explosives. Guess I take another Deluge. The second Bluffs doesn't really let me cast too much extra here. It does kind of feel like they have Force plus Dispute. So why don't we think, I guess. Yeah, just start off with this. So there's the Force. I'm a little bit scared of so one thing here is like if I counter back and they have, I guess never mind, I should just be countering back here every time. Yeah, the problem is Tidebinder. But is there like anything, there's just not much I could do about it, right? I could cast Cryptic Command instead, I guess. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just cast Cryptic with Force up. It seems like it makes sense. And then I want to be able to maybe play around Hardcast Force plus Dispute. I might get hit by the Mutavault. I think that's probably okay. Cast Wreck. Well, that doesn't play around Dispute or Force. This lets me have my Force of Negation up, right? They can also binding the Reclamation trigger. Yeah. I think casting Wreck is like probably the worst play by a lot. I don't know. Huh. Okay. Force that. Okay. We will. Were maybe supposed to trim some Wreck Postbar versus Rhinos? I don't know. You really, really freaking need to draw this card. Does not seem like they have a Force. I feel like playing around it seems crazy. They just can't. They would have forced this, like, for sure. Sick is really sick. Okay, so flashback the Deluge. Find another Deluge and a Force of Negation over Veil. Cast this one. Cryptic. Another filter lands. And then we just pop the explosives off this 2 mana, then have everything else up. Beautiful. Your turn. Die to this Mutavault in 5 turn. Underclocker, thanks for the 10 months. Thank you again. Alright, so to counter the Murktide. And draw a card. And they suspend the Footfalls. So probably Kaheera here. Oh, whoops. Can I undo this? I don't know. It's just unnecessary, I guess. Alright, Kaheera in the hand. Cast it. I think I'll play the Sunken Ruins so I can just kind of cleanly 4 filter lands, 2 Sunken Citadels. Yeah, Painless Ancient Tomb that makes 2 blue mana is like pretty crazy. Deck is looking legitimately good. As we get a trophy prediction. Up against a Gigantha the Wellspring. Yeah, I probably just play Sunken Ruins next turn, hold a Counterspell / Triumph Cycle. Yavimaya taps for green and blue for their life. I thought they meant Yavimaya like the Forester Borg. Monkey. Well, that makes things a little bit trickier. Didn't know people still played this card in this format. What about Little Teferi? In this deck, you just can't cast it. Okay, fine. You can dismember your own Ragavan opponent. Don't have too much fun casting my spells. Guess we counterspell this. So they're Jund, like Jund Saga probably. Let's keep with Gigantha. Yogg seems so hard with Cauldron Grist. Control seems hard versus Yogg. I think I disagree. You're like a Solitude Leyline binding deck. You're binding Yogg. Or binding Grist. You could lose, but I think you can probably build the deck where you're really favored. Okay, good start. Is Grixis the best control deck of purple white? I think Grixis is fine. I'm really not convinced Grixis is better than blue black ring, to be honest. I think blue black ring is like a little bit underplayed. I was really liking it post preordained. Your mana's a lot less painful, which just matters so much in your ring deck. Like your Grixis mana base it's rough, dude. It's really rough, I feel. Yeah, I think it's just like a little underplayed. I haven't played a lot lately either, so I could be off about it. Could be a good Kaheera game. We'll see. I just need to top deck well. Cycling Bowmaster cycling and not looking too good into the Bowmaster. Drawing land, not looking too good into the Bowmaster either. I think it's maybe the rare Kaheera or Citadel on green game. I guess the double Citadel is kind of good with these halls, or with this hall rather. I could maybe like surprise kill this Ren 6 this turn. Hopefully they're like Ren 6 flooded, but okay, Gigant in hand kind of makes that seem like that might be the case. Yeah, let's try to kill this Ren. Seems like it should work. Shua, thank you for the 3. And T-Ray with the 38. Thank you all. Welcome back. Wingding with the Twitch Prime. Thank you. I think we just chill. Maybe it could have been better to go Kaheera plus like Otawara Gigantha this turn. I feel like you recovered from COVID. I think mostly I have like a slight cough, but beyond that I'm doing okay. Well, fortunately it seems like they have an answer for my haul, but I'm just gonna still block with it, I think. Oh, no answer. Ward 3 is like pretty tough to get through. I'm okay with this, I think, since that's like their whole turn. Second hall, find over 4th breeding pool. I mean, the growth spiral's already like kind of tricky to cast. I'm a little bit worried about them already. Another Ren 6, okay. Oh damn, I can't cast it. Lancer with the 5-pack. Thank you so much. Happy New Year's. Merry Christmas. Hope you're doing well. Rogues to the 17th. Thank you also. If you got to gift stuff from Lancer, make sure to thank him. Happy holidays to you. Dare me. I did. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Thank you as well. Okay, so now we get to go Otawara, Kaheera. Guess it's only costs 3, but whatever. Then we get to go Kaheera, Fire the Bowmasters, Cycle or Spiral. Not so bad. Castle of Ventress is worth over the filter lands. You can't play less than 10 filters, I think. I think 10 is the right number for the Citadel plan. Castle also just it's going to enter tapped so often. I'm not really that excited about it. How important is it to get Kaheera down here? Probably not that important. I'm only like stopping 1 damage. I'm at 8 to get to fire both these pretty safely. I guess let's just like see. Well, I guess Kaheera also pressures the Rin. It's close. I'll play the Kaheera. I think I'm also okay blocking this and getting pinged. I'm okay like trading for Ragavan. They have a 3rd Bowmaster. It's worse to hold this, but you know, it is what it is. Seek the Beast, revealing Push and Unholy Heat. Well, playing my creature into this was a little bit worse, I guess. So I wonder if they're not playing Urza Saga. I do really like questing Druid. Why not Wreck and Fire on the untap? Because I couldn't play Kaheera. I must have talked a little bit about that turn. So I guess we cast that so we can like maybe find Cryptic Command. Oh, I mistapped. I could have had 1 extra mana. I did this wrong again. If I tapped this and left up the Sunken Ruins, I could have that extra mana. As it stands, we're not gonna be able to make any extra mana. Oh, well, super punished for tapping the Sunken Ruins again. Going kind of bad. It's kind of okay. Like if they, we could still the Orc Army and chump block if we feel like our life total is too low. Maelstrom Pulse. Okay, so this is gonna be a 4/4 or 4 damage plus 1. So I'm dead to any spell if I counter this. Yeah, it feels like I should probably steal plus block. Especially if it's going to make them do stuff like this. So I'm down to 5. They've got 2 cards in their hand. Down to 4. So dead to Bolt if they get to ping me again. Drew a basic island. So I'm like definitely. Right, let's I guess we go cycle the Spiral first. Find a Nexus, not the most help. Yeah, Haywire Might is definitely Saga. Okay, your turn. The two turn clock with the Might and the Rin and 6. If they ping me here, I could draw Fire Ice and clean up their board. Okay, thank you, Inquisition, for just always being so bad. Obviously, you can cycle Nexus. Okay, so this is extra mana. Probably probably just going to be correct for me to not flashback Deluge right now. I think I just want to be as safe as possible here. Alright. Deluge, flashback. We find a Fire Ice, so if I take Fire Ice and Shark Typhoon. Your turn. And then Typhoon will kill them, right? I think we can make an 8/8 Shark. Maybe we're one short. Ooh, Counterspell, really nice. Did not mean to F6, but I guess that was like the first F6 pass that was not intentional, but doesn't also matter. Okay, so I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's exactly an 8/8 Shark. Feels like I should just do that instead of holding up the Counterspell, since this is what they drew last turn and they didn't have Bowmaster last turn. They could have a removal spell for the Shark, but a lot of their removal spells besit, so I feel like it's okay to go for. Okay. Ooh, tough one. Got there. What are cards you can bring in? We can bring in Veil. I feel like I want like 2 explosives probably. Maybe I want all of them. I kind of want to cut the spirals here. Veil's kind of hard to hold up in this deck. It's like kind of good to reactively stop a counterspell. Much harder to have like turn 1 Veil for a discard. I'll keep. Oh, Ragavan is nice. They didn't have a discard spell turn 1, and shocking and breeding pool and then doing nothing is kind of like, I guess it could be like Spell Pierce Veil. It could be a few different things, but kind of just want to play this tapped and then kind of sneakily have it up after. Okay, deck tech for Brachiosaurus. Little Angry Dorks. We played a deck pretty similar to this, but I was mostly like splashing for Questing Druid over Stalker, which I really liked. I really liked Questing Druid in this deck. I thought, didn't play a ton of it, but I thought it was good. I guess we're stealing. Obviously you're doing the alternative, which is like main decking this Blood Moon. Blood Moon and Stalker are kind of awkward together. I would probably not play this many. I was probably recommend not playing this many copies of Inquisition. I would play 1 or 2, not 3. So they did it now, so the Goyf is bigger. We're down to 17. And Engineer Explosives would be great. 3 of those in the deck. We could maybe if they cast a black spell, we can Veil and then stop the Bowmasters from damaging me this turn, and then find explosives and then still die to big one of these. Oof. Yeah, I would be splashing for Questing Druid. I think Questing Druid is really good and fits this archetype really well. They hit a Haywire Might and they hit. That's pretty bad. We have to settle this in game 3. I guess I could counter the Might and just try to draw exactly explosives and not worry about the Bowmaster triggers. just kind of feel like this is maybe like the best way to win this game. just top deck the explosives and then still maybe not be in the best shape. Well, I do have some cryptics in my deck. And then I guess also I could find, if I do this, can I find explosives? If I find another filter, I can. Yeah, so we do this, and if I draw a filter land, I can. Also explosives for 2. And I find none of that, so we go to game 3. Pancake with a 22. Thank you, welcome back. I think these Veil's probably just not where I can afford to be with this build. Let's try this into play. I don't think I've got a lot of other advice between heading in that direction. It's the deck that I've been needing to play more of, and you know, it's one of these decks we've played to death, so I'm not as gung-ho about it as I used to be. Okay, no Ragavan on turn 1 is a really big deal for us. Alright, it takes the Counterspell. Probably good to just go explosives on 2 here. Feels very old school, playing explosives on 2 against Jund. That way you can kill the Tarmogoyf in your teamer deck. Very classic. Right, play this tapped. Pass back. Almost definitely just going to take 2 before popping the explosives, so they can't play another 2-drop this turn. Although they're probably going to make a Saga token. It's 3 now. Okay, I'll pop it. I'll pop it. Reclamation would be a nice draw, though I guess they... Oh, well. So they are going to play another 2. Okay. Fair enough. Snap not making a token. We should have some dress downs. Got Nile Spellbomb. They hit a Rin 6 and they hit a Boseiju. Plays Boseiju, not Rin 6. Attacks me for 6. I'm going to take this hit. And let's cast Deluge. Reclamation would be a really big deal. Explosives would be good. Well, Citadel's kind of nice here. I feel like I just need to take 2 spells. Okay. Will they cycle their spell bomb? They are. I think this shrinks the Goyf by 1, but I'm going to be growing it again by firing. Okay. Let's just hold up the charm. I was thinking about making a 1/1 shark blocker, but I think now that they have the pirate spellbomb up, that makes less sense. Gigantha into the hand, okay. Love to draw Wilderness Reclamation. And fire is pretty dang good, actually. Good to go. I think we play Breeding Pool, Reclamation. We can ice the Goyf, hold up the Cryptic. Feels like maybe we've turned the corner a little bit. Wish I still had that Deluge in the graveyard to flashback, though. Maybe a Hardcast Typhoon game. That depends on if we draw lands or if we draw spells. If we have to use the Cryptic or not. Also, hardcasting the Typhoon is a little bit awkward into Haywire Might. I may be able to do something like hardcast Typhoon, upkeep, tap their team, bounce the Saga. Could be okay. With Archmage's Charm up now. Alright, let's do that. How many times has Jewel been suggested on that? It doesn't work with the filter lands. If it did, we would have, the Odyssey filter lands it does work with. Those are not in the format. What's up? It's me, your friend, Aspiring Spike. Okay, so upkeep before they get this this trigger. Return a permanent. Tap all creatures. Oh, wait. Sorry, this is mine stuff. Alright, Cryptic Command just needs 4/4 sharks to come alongside it for it to be playable in Modern again. Could play a little Scared of Bowmaster here. Seems fine, I have so much mana. Y'all want to see a magic trick? Maybe I could have played around anything. Fuck. No, I'm just dead on board. Fuck, no. I'm not dead on board. I'm not dead on board. I have 2 blockers still. Kill this. Alright, should have done a 6/6 shark. Like, very easily should have done it. Now I'm dead. Cool line. Be probably winning this game if I just make us 6/6 explosives instead. Block here, pop explosives, die to Pirate Spellbomb. I've also drawn 2 in response. Alright. Let's get a 4-1 prediction going. 5-0 doubters. Well, that hand needs Citadel pretty bad. Could work with this one. I think I have a Counterspell because I'm like definitely spiraling onto. Yeah, games have been good so far. This is a Blood Crypt opponent. Don't Ragavan me. I'll take a Thoughtseize. They take my Spiral. That makes sense. Citadel Bistra off the top. I'll probably have a Bowmaster, so. Ooh. Guess that's on time. Still lets me turn 3 wreck. I was going to say a little late, but no, that's on time. No Bowmasters. Although some people just like, they just never cast the Bowmasters if there's not a card draw spell in the stack, which is like, fine with me. There's a Fable. Maybe I'll steal the token. Maybe I'll Otawara the token. Let's get some options. What would a meta deck bring to the table for you to consider for a main horse for tournaments instead of playing creations of my own? It would just require me thinking it's the best deck. I mostly just only play brews during like challenges because challenges are pretty low stakes, and a lot of times I'll play brews of my own on like for tournaments because it's just what I've been playing. But if I feel like there's like a meta deck that's like, I mean, I play like a lot of scales. I played Yawgmoth at the PT. You know, I play meta decks in tournaments. I think I'll just let this happen. Did I play a single game RCQs? I didn't play any RCQs this season. Just very tough to. To grind the RCQ season for me. I played 0 modern RCQs. When you play to start Denver prep? I mean, I'm playing modern right now. I don't know. Denver's so far away. It feels. Have you played company in tournaments? I've registered collected company in tournaments. Yeah. To my chagrin. It's got a weird time to cycle, but kind of think it makes sense. Less than 2 months away. Yeah, that's so like more than a month for a tournament is forever for me. It's like we're gonna have a new set, modern. It's just so far. It's so far. It's like. It's just forever. I guarantee like my attitude and like perspective on modern has like almost never stayed the same for a full month. And people are already like choosing their decks. It's so crazy to me. Okay. Kaheera defeated. Ton of good top decks though. Here's for Etchabon for explosives. I think explosives is a lot better at this build. Pretty good at using it. So I have to like bounce the reflection, I guess. See what happens. Bounce reflection on instep, so they can't like if they're gonna try to set up the draw step copy plan. Yeah, I still have to instep bounce reflection, I think. So this is 7, I go down to 9, and they have 4 power in play. Yeah. Need to find Deluge, Shark, or we also have like a ton of ways to cycle into these cards. Kaheera got defeated, unfortunately. Ding, 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 ding. So insane in these spots. I mean, I'm gonna take the 2 spells. The other filter land is worth extra mana though. What about Grief target also be good? No, they just replay it and then they're able to like get the lock going. I need to stop them from being able to copy Grief this game, I think. Pretty sure you want a Nexus before you Deluge in these spots, of course. Oh, I also messed up my tapping a little bit. Escanto's unplayable. Yeah, it's just in my opinion, I really recommend just like deleting it from your modern memory bank, to be honest. It's just not good. Will bring you only pain. Alright, Typhoon, Cryptic Command. Feeling good. I think I could just make a 15-15 Shark with Cryptic Counterspell up. Yeah, yeah, card is like not even seeing play in Pioneer. I actually have the hot take that it was never good in Modern. I know people used to play it, but I remember. Oh, missed that island, huh? I remember when people did play it, I was always so relieved that that was like what they did on their turn instead of anything else. So I could have made a 13/13 shark. It looks like. I guess I can tap this though and still have. Yeah, I could have made a 14/14 instead of made a 13/13. Is what it is. I mean, I guess I could still make 15/15, but I'd rather just keep both pieces of interaction up. Although, okay, why are they casting the? I mean, I guess it seems fine. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. I'll just use Counterspell on the Fable. Well, maybe the Fable doesn't matter, and I just commit to tapping their team and holding the Counterspell up. I think that's true. They do get to like loot for 2, but they need 2 super relevant cards, which are both going to be like removal spells that kill Shark, which seem like there's just not. It's like very few cards, and they have to have exactly 2 in their hand, and then I have to draw nothing. Yeah, I can draw the Cryptic and not be dead to Bowmaster Bolts. Discards Grief and Thoughtseize. Data Cal, 3 months. Thank you, welcome back. Glad you like the Goria's deck. I think that's really good. I guess that's bait, I don't know. Pretty juicy bait. Not dead after all. Yeah, they're playing Persist plus Troll. Okay, well, that was good. What Endurance against their Persist, not dead after all deck? Probably do. They can bring in the Endurances. Go like in 3 Endurance -1 Spiral 2 Charm. Try that. That there's no way we're winning the game. I mean, we just need like 1 good top deck. We did get it. Deluge is crazy in this deck. It's so good with Wreck. Is there any significant value as a control deck to have an opponent play with open hand? I'm thinking of experimenting with 1 or 2 telepathies. You know, this is like a really old school conversation, like why telepathy is bad. Like very classic, like understand the game, understand like Magic as a game, why you wouldn't want telepathy. But like you're like obviously knowing what's in your opponent's hand is pretty cool for only 1 mana. You feel like you could just play so perfectly around everything. But the reality is you're basically discarding a card, spending a mana, and not impacting the board. And you still kind of just have to like there's a lot of cards you just have to counter. There's a lot of if you're playing control and you're experienced in the format, you can also kind of read likely like pieces of what's in your opponent's hand. You know, like here, my opponent does not have Orcish Bowmasters. Like you can make inferences on what's your opponent's hand, but you just can't afford to have cards that don't draw a card and don't impact the board. You're just like 2 for winning. You're like 0 for winning yourself. Also making black with Citadels and the special for Dismembers. Then you always need to make blue because you can't filter any color into these. We do have a couple of black filter lands though. This is sick though. 3 lands and we got Cryptic Deluge up. This is why you play the deck, huh? Yeah, well, cryptic that. This was the answer all along. This was the answer to Grief Scam the whole time. Yeah, also if they just have 2 Undying effects, that's pretty bad, I guess. Could have been called a Blood Moon there, too. Also, like, telepathy doesn't tell you what's on top of your opponent's deck, which can, like, I don't know. Doesn't give you perfect info. Ooh, good old Grief Bug. I think it'd be played if it was 2 mana but drew a card on ETB. It'd be close. Probably not quite there. Cryptic, I guess. Well, this actually can't hit anything good. But also, like, people also really overestimate, like, how smart you can possibly play control. It's like, you still just have to fucking answer all your opponent's stuff. If you, oh, did my opponent put something into play? I gotta kill it at some point. I gotta deal with it at some point. You gotta spell this deck. I gotta counterspell. I probably have to counter it. It's people overestimate, like, how just how much you can big brain your way through a control deck. Like, obviously, like, there are elements that allow you to play really smart, and there are moments where you could really leverage your experience. But for the most part, it's just not like, if I could just play perfectly, I'm always going to win. It's like this is a 3-drop. I don't need to fucking deal with this one, though. The card is just too bad. You could draw a card. I think I'm just gonna always just let them have Phyrexian Arena. Seems only fair. I'm drawing so many cards. Well, I guess I have to play a Flooded Grove so I can have 2 things up here. Although I was excited to get my second Ancient Tomb on top. Maybe I'll go Counterbalance if they play a spell here. Doesn't the control's hard to play stem from the Joggo Mirrors? I mean, control is hard to play. Like, I like to shit talk it because it's fun. Control, every deck in Magic is hard to play is the thing. And people really overestimate to the degree that you can just big brain your way through control decks. But control is hard. Every deck is tough. I also think control is easier because I've played so much of it, you know, I don't know. A jaded control main. Resolves. Maybe still Ragavan was better. I just wanted to get that stupid thing off the field. Steel Ragavan would have been fine, for sure. Guess it's time. Should probably save the charm still. I don't know, for like Bloodbin. Yeah, you can have a card, that's fine. welcome spikelings to the Shark Typhoon. Got 3 Deluges in the yard. Sunken Citadel is like the weird Hail Mary, is like my like out of nowhere. Could not have guessed. Just my favorite card from the year. Attack with land. I'm gonna make 1,000,000 mana, flashback 1,000,000 Deluges, make 1,000,000 Sharks. Wouldn't take an extra turn. Win the game. So Borg with a 37. Thank you. Welcome back. GG. All right, 4-1. Pretty. Deck looked good. Citadel looked good. I do think I agree that I want to play more Force of Vigors. It's weird because like you mostly are pitching just like pitching Kaheera. You're not really. I guess you only have 8 other green cards, but I guess if you have more forces, like if we play 3, we'll have 11 post board plus the Kaheera. Pitching Reclamation can be tough. These Veils are kind of bad. I think I'll play like 1 Veil still. I can go -2 Veil plus 2 Force. How about Just Down? Just Down seems kind of nice too.